Hello, everyone, and how are you today? I'm Reverend Sandra Campbell. It is my honor to be here with you to represent Unity Urban Ministerial School, my alma mater. I started in the Unity School of Religious Studies program back in 1994. I could take 1 week of my vacation every year to go to Unity Village and study. It was a surprise to me years later when I would learn that one of my greatest teachers at Unity School was an alumni, one of the first, the Detroit 8 of Unity Urban Ministerial School, the late great Reverend Maurice Williams. I had no idea that there was such a thing as Unity Urban Ministerial School at the time. It would be years before I'd hear about the school. After a long time of taking classes off and on, I discovered that many of my credits had expired. And my good friend, Dr. Catherine Thomas, suggested there was a way that I could reach this goal and continue to keep my full-time career. Unity Urban Ministerial School in 2008 launched a brand new program in Unity called the online program. And I was the first student to enroll. 2 others joined me, Reverend Karen Saunders, who's a legacy of Unity Urban Ministerial School, and followed in her mother's footsteps. Reverend Helen Saunders was one of the Detroit 8, those original students out of the urban school, who became ordained Unity ministers. And Brenda Harger, also a native of Detroit. So the 3 of us in 2012, after completing all of our credit requirements, were the first students in all of Unity to graduate after completing all of our courses completely online. Thus began this amazing Unity Urban Ministerial School new adventure called the Online Ministerial Education Program. Now, when I started, I knew something about Reverend Dr. Ruth Mosley, but not a lot. But there was a lot to be learned. In 1979, Ruth launched this program to invite and encourage people from the inner city communities, African Americans who would aspire to become Unity ministers, but had no way of getting there from Detroit and other places. They couldn't afford to give up their jobs and move themselves or their families across country to Lee Summit, Missouri. And so there was not really an avenue for them. When Reverend Ruth was asked by Stan Hampson, then the minister of Unity Village Chapel, "What can we do for your people?" she said, "Educate them. We need our own school." And thus began the dream of the house that Ruth built over 40 years ago. In an article that Reverend Ruth was quoted in about why Unity Urban Ministerial School, here's what she had to say. "Because our school's work is to remediate inequalities and inequities in training and development and placement of Blacks and other minorities in the Unity movement. Because the urban school is dedicated to placing and or making available unity throughout each urban center, it is our desire to shed the source of light to the one who can benefit and be a catalyst in that community to cause positive change. Today we recognize even more the necessity of the Unity Church in the urban center to meet and discuss the issues of the day, to bring hope, to create the right attitude of I can, I will, I am love, I am joy, and that the church is where the individual is." She started Unity Urban Ministerial School on a firm foundation. Just as our original urban minister said, "On this rock, I will build my church." And the rock on which Unity Urban Ministerial School is built is founded in the book of Isaiah, the 61st chapter, the 1st verse. "For the Spirit of God is upon me, for God has anointed me to bring good news to the poor, to comfort the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of doors to those who are imprisoned." That is the foundation, the rock on which Unity Urban Ministerial School still stands. In these past several decades, since the doors to the urban school opened, 177 students have graduated from Unity Urban Ministerial School. And as far as we can tell in our data, all except 5 became ordained Unity ministers. Those who are still living are still working in their Unity churches and serving the greater good and doing the greater works that we are all called to do. Unity Urban Ministerial School, the house that Ruth built, still stands on a firm foundation. It is one of the 3 paths to Unity ordination. I always say when people ask me, which school is the best? Which one should I choose? If your goal is to become a Unity minister, it doesn't matter which path you choose. There are 3 paths up the same mountain, and the ultimate goal is the same. We are all licensed and credentialed by Unity Worldwide Ministries. Our education is given in the various schools. So we welcome anyone. Our school is diverse. We leave no one out. We welcome all to join us in your goal to become an ordained Unity minister. We have some of the greatest teachers, instructors. We have alumni who are standing by to welcome you and take you by the hand and guide you through the program because they know it better than anyone. They're the beneficiaries of the program. We welcome you to contact us and ask us, what is it about the urban school that would make it interesting for someone like you to join us? When people hear the word urban, they're often confused. They will ask, well, does that mean it's the Black community? Is it limited? Is it just people of color? What is urban? Well, today urban means neighborhood. It means community. It doesn't have the same meaning as it might have had 20, 30, 40 years ago. All of us are urban in one way or another. A good example is that I'm associate minister at Unity Temple on the Plaza in Kansas City, Missouri. It's in the heart of Kansas City, and it's almost like a spoke in a hub. All of the neighboring communities are centralized around that area of the Country Club Plaza. And so we are fed people from all over in all walks of life. Yet we are in the urban core, the urban community, because we're accessible to all. And if I could say one definition of urban, it would mean accessible. Accessible. That's what Unity is. And remember, Jesus was the original urban ministry. What does that mean? He didn't build a church, a building, a synagogue. He went to the people. He went to where the people are. And that's exactly what Unity Urban Ministerial School is about, to meet people where they are. You don't have to take my word for it. There are others who can speak volumes about Unity Urban Ministerial School and what it's about and what it means. We invite you, we welcome you to go to our website, uums.org. Peruse the site, look around, contact me and ask questions. I'm happy to answer your questions and to share with you what I know to be one of the greatest of the 3 paths. I shouldn't say that because all these paths are equal. So it's just one path up the same mountain. Join us if this is your goal. Now, the thing about the urban school that people ask me what's different is that it's asynchronous, and you heard me say that word earlier. What that means is it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, what time of day, what time of night, you can be in the classroom. So you don't have a specific class time. It's almost like independent study. So if you have a job that prevents you from being in a certain place at a certain time or other responsibilities that make it difficult for you, the urban school may be a good choice for you. It sounds independent, but you work very closely with your instructor and very closely with your classmates. There's a camaraderie that has developed over the years through the classmates of the various generations of this online program that's almost unbelievable. Many people who start out in this program ask, how can I have a relationship or a connection with the others in the class? Trust me, it works like a miracle. We have a Unity Urban Ministerial School Alumni Association that was established in 2017 by alumni and continues to be developed and built upon by the succeeding alumni. They put their heart and soul into it. I'm told that of the 177 graduates to date, most all are engaged in Unity Urban Ministerial School in one way or another. Many return as instructors. They lead workshops. They serve in various capacities on the board of directors, on our academic team, because they have a vested interest in this school and they know the power of this school and the power of the house that Reverend Ruth built. You don't have to take my word for it. There are plenty of testimonies about Unity Urban Ministerial School, and I'm not here to sell you on it, just to give you some information. So I'd like for you to listen to what some of our most recent alumni who were recently ordained by Unity Worldwide Ministries have to say.
I love traditional education. And besides, I can't afford to move my family all the way across the country.
I received the call, but supporting a large family and working overnight, how do I get this done?
When I became a licensed Unity teacher, I never thought I would want to become a minister. My calling came as a gentle nudge from Spirit. Now, where do I go from here?
You can do this. The Unity Urban Ministerial School offers high-quality spiritual education as close as your computer screen. It is flexible. Do it on your own schedule, morning, noon, or night. Our computerized learning platform is easy to use and fully online. Your lectures and assignments are at your fingertips. Questions? Let our caring faculty and staff assist you. Our budget-friendly program with available scholarships lets you learn and grow right where you are. No relocating. You'll visit our Detroit and Unity Village campuses once a year for licensing and ordination meetings. Unity Urban Ministerial School is second to none. Our curriculum is focused on real-world ministry through the lens of practical Christianity. We offer courses on community planning, teaching methods, and spiritual counseling, as well as instruction in Bible research, metaphysical application, and interpretation. Combined with courses in church management and creating new thought messages, Unity Urban Ministerial School provides everything you need for a dynamic 21st century ministry.
This is your calling.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
It is easy to apply.
Let UUMS assist you in taking that next step on your spiritual journey.